So this is for the week of the 9th through the 13th. So we're doing animal work on Mondays. My animal is the Asian small-clawed otter. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I thought I wouldn't, but I do. It's a form of exercise I don't really mind doing. Get to run around and act like a water cat all day. Well, not all day, for about an hour. I get tired, but I mean, so does everybody else. After looking at the video of myself doing it, I can see I need to get my butt down just a little bit more because I have this kind of hump thing going on, which the Asian small-clawed otter does actually have a hump thing. So if I get marked down for having a hump thing, then I will bring that up. Hopefully I won't get marked down for it. We also have this really high-pitched, cute, adorable squeal that I can't quite reach the frequency of, but I can still pretend, you know. Lou doesn't want us to bring in any props or anything like that, so I have to pantomime everything I do, including when I put a rock in my mouth. I'm kind of carrying a rock in my mouth now, you know. We're presenting that on Monday with getting our marks and everything, so hopefully it won't be too bad on my marks side. We're also presenting our dissertation presentation on Monday, which I did a full PowerPoint with 2 little videos in there. Hopefully won't take me too long. I mean, I've run it a few times and it doesn't seem to be much longer than 10 minutes, but we'll see what happens when I get into the classroom. Sometimes I speed up, sometimes I slow down. We'll find out. This week in Carrie's singing class, I did Mad World from Gary Jules as one of my songs, and I did it entirely internal. So I had these ideas, these thoughts, these visions going through my head, these pictures of kind of really horrible things, and they kind of followed through the song in the order that I put them in, and it was very clear based on my eyes and my facial structure, the tone of my voice coming out, what these images were doing to me. Carrie has suggested that I do things internal from time to time, because for the most part I do a lot of things externally, and she wants me to do more internal things, so I did. And with that one, she came up with the idea of me doing the song from Sweeney Todd that I've been doing entirely internal instead of trying to do external, and see what happens. And so that's what we're probably going to be doing either next Monday or the Monday after that, depending on if I get to sing or not. We'll find out. So going into Tuesday. So Tuesday had some good stuff happen in it, but there's nothing really that I need to talk about on here. It's a lot of the same old stuff, or just building on to things that I already know, or building on the things that we've been working on this entire time. Like our voice work in Francois' class, it's just same stuff every week. It just helps to strengthen and structure the voice so that you can do better things with it. So I don't really want to talk too much about Tuesday. In fact, I'll just go right into Wednesday. So Wednesday we went into a class with Simon, and he was asking us if there was any possibility of doing an action part of our dissertation. And what he means by that is, so there's a specific cycle that he gave us. It's plan, action, reflect, and there's one more that I can't remember, and then it goes into a circle. And he wanted to know if we could do anything like that. So far with my dissertation, my ideas have been either to find one specific method of acting and use it for my practical piece, or to break up the practical piece into different methods of acting. So I'll have the one 45-minute long piece, and I'll either do it with one method of acting the entire way, or do like 5 minutes here and there, 10 minutes maybe, 15 at the most, of different methods of acting. And that would be my action part of it. After presenting that, I would then ask the audience, which one they thought was the best and things like that. I would also go through and watch the videos and figure out for myself what I thought was the best and things like that. So yeah, that's what happened in Simon's class. Then we went into Alex's acting class, and Emily and I presented our scene again, and I think it went really well. At the end of it, Alex said that he wanted to see more. He wanted to know what else happened, and even though he's already read it. So that means that Emily and I are doing pretty good. And you know what? I'm doing pretty good. I have to say that. It feels good to say that out loud. I don't get to say that very often, and it feels great. I'm not saying that other people aren't doing good. I'm just saying that I feel good in myself right now, in my acting, and what I'm doing with this program and with these people. That I feel great right now. I'm in a great place in my mind. And so coming out of Alex's acting class just added more to that. As did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, working on our show, The Veil. I love this director. He's absolutely fabulous. He doesn't work like literally every other director I've ever had, where we'll take a chunk of it and we'll get the basics of it down and then we'll come back to it later and fine tune. He's doing the fine tuning now so that it gets stuck in your head. And that to me is a better way of directing. And the reason why I like that so much is because I'm a person of patterns. I get into a habit and I'll stay in that habit. And sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. In this particular case, it's good. If I can get into the habit of facing a certain direction at a certain point in the line every single time, and the director likes that, that's good for me. It helps me to memorize lines. It helps me to feel the emotion within myself. If I can have the small fine-tuned things down early, then I can get the inner monologue going, and once I have that going, then my acting is superb. I mean, I really hate to toot my own horn. I really do. But I feel great about my acting right now. And that's not something I've really been able to say for a while. So, yeah, and back to me again. So yeah, with this portion of The Veil, I am completely off book from pages 1 to 88. And there's only roughly about 110 pages or something like that. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'm not in every single scene. I have a lot of dead time sometimes. But the 3 or so scenes that I am in those 88 pages, I'm completely off book for, including some monologues. Which monologues are always difficult for me. I mean, some people like Aubrey, they're easy for her because she could find the flow. Whereas for me, I like the little sentences and stuff here and there. Those are easier for me. But I'm off book with these monologues. And I was able to run the scene, the really sad, heartbreaking scene with Madison, off book. I mean, she was off book for it earlier, but she, I guess, worked on it before she was told to. But I was off book before I was told to, too. I mean, it wasn't as early as her, but still, I was off book. So I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah, so that was my week. It's a pretty great week. Hopefully next week will be pretty good too. Signing out.